G'day everyone, attempt number 2 at making a top 10 plus 2 extra video. In this video I'll be going over 10 super helpful bits of knowledge that I wish I knew when I first started playing the game rather than 2 seasons into the launch. Number 1, which I didn't realise until halfway through season 2, is the trade house that you unlock at level 60 is actually cross server. So whether you play on the Asia server, whether you play on the American server or the European server, everyone shares the same trade house. So the prices that I see on Asia, you will see on the American server. You'll also see on the American, European, and Asian server. They're all the same. So if you're watching a guide on YouTube, you can apply it to your game because all the trade houses are shared. Number 2 is chat channels. So when you first log into the game, if you're playing on English, then you'll go into world channel 401, 402, 403, depending on how many people are playing. If you are getting spammed with gold sellers all the time, you can go to the edit button up the top of your world channel, click that, and join a random channel. I've now switched to channel 8888. If you're playing with friends, you can all join the same channel and just chat all you want, and you will be unlikely to. Tip number 3, we have the trade house tips. We have searching by stack and unit price. Down the bottom right here, you have the highlight prices button. If you bring it up, total price filter is the stack price. So we can search for a maximum of 2 flame elementium. That's going to hide the stacks of 3. It shows the 1s and the 2s. However, there's a 1 for 90 here, 1 for 96 there, and 1 for 99 there. So it's not the best search tool in the world. I would suggest using this one sparingly and instead using the unit price filter. To find the best unit price, you want to bring up a calculator, and if you're searching for the best price for your stack of 2 flame elementium items, so 2 divided by 99 gives you a unit price of 0.21. So you would set your max to 0.021. and that'll show stacks of 2 to 99. If you want to search for 1 to 99, you would do 1 divided by 99, and that gives you a unit price of 0.11. That'll only show a unit price of 1 to 99. It'd be easier if you could do stacks of 100, but you can't for most cases. So 0.11 actually doesn't show because it's 96. So I guess we could go 0.01. I wonder if that'll work. Yeah, that works. So you could go a little bit further. This is a pretty rare case that there's a stack of 96, so normally you only have to go to 0.11. Moving on to number 4, buy and sell orders. What I mean by buy and sell orders is the ability to sell your flame elementium for other items, or sell your oblivion for other items. So these are my buy/sell orders in this game. You are trading your flame elementium for other items. So in this case, you could sell 1 flame elementium. I'm selling flame elementium, quantity 1, and I want elixir of oblivion. And for 1 flame elementium, I want 600 elixir of oblivion. After tax, that will give you 525 oblivion, which is shown right here. So I've sold 1 flame elementium for 600. After tax, I get 525 oblivion. Now, also in I deleted it. So this is just another example. Netherrealm Resonance, you can do the exact same thing that I just did with the Oblivion for Resonance, and then you can sell the Resonance for Proof of the Brave 3. Now, Proof of the Brave 3 on the trade house is Proof of the Brave 3, a 3 to 4 flame elementium each. So let's quickly do some math. We have a cost of 3 flame elementium per Proof of the Brave. So you can buy, if you go to the market, you can buy 1 Proof of the Brave 3 for 3 flame elementium, or you can sell 3 flame elementium for 1800 elixir of oblivion. So you'll have times 525 after tax. So you'll have 1,575 elixir of oblivion that you can put up 99 a stack for Proof of the Brave 3. So instead of buying 1 Proof of the Brave 3 for 3 flame elementium, you can buy 1,500 oblivion and sell them in stacks of 99. So you've basically got 15 stacks here. And 15 stacks can buy you Proof of the Brave. So after tax divided by 8, you'll pay 2 in tax. You'll get 13 Proof of the Brave 3s for the price of 1. So always use your buy-sell orders to maximize your flame elementium. Moving on to the next tip. Memory card purchasing of legendaries versus just buying them. So this is a great example. This one just sold. I do this every couple of days. I've just collected one, so I collected 153 flame elementium after tax. Now we go to Trade House. We search for memory cards. We want Dragon Slayer's notes. If you search through all of these tabs, you'll see all of the hand-ins. Dragon Slayer's notes, you need 8 of them to make 1 Fiend Crown. Now your highlight prices, unit price, I want a maximum of 16. So we've got 4 here, 5, 6, 7, oh, that's 2, 8. There we go. We've just bought a new Fiend Crown. So 8 by 16, 8 times 16. Let's clear that. 8 times 16 equals 128 flame elementium. Now, someone bought my unidentified Fiend Crown for 175. So if you want to save yourself 47 flame elementium for about 30 seconds work, you can just buy 8 Dragon Slayer's notes and hand them in at the Space-Time Wanderer for an unidentified. I didn't claim them from the trade house. Claim all. Trade them in. And there we have a unidentified Fiend Crown. Then we can go to the trade house We can even look up fresh int helmet, base gear, fiend crown. We want it not corroded. That'll drastically reduce the amount shown. So 158, 168, 155, 158. It's the weekends, there's a lot more. So even at 155, we bought it for 128 minus 155. You're still saving 27 flame elementium if you buy the cards. Now I'm going to sell this one for 175, which was 153 after tax. 128 minus 153, or the other way around. I will make 25 flame elementium profit for about 30 seconds work. Just go to your trade, slap it up for 175. It's saved the price because that's what I put it up for last time. A little bonus that we may as well tack onto this one. You can see all of my other trades are about to expire. Just go down to the bottom here to refresh duration, and now they are all up for another 24 hours. All right. Next up, we have additional damage. This one is a bit of a doozy. So if you look at this weapon, it shows plus 50% minion damage, plus 117% minion damage. That's the same on both weapons. It's the same on rings. They're all the same, giving plus minion damage. Gloves plus minion damage for every additional minion. Chest plus minion damage. This is all additive. So for an example, we'll say that we have 1000 damage. Just to make this as simple as possible, we have 1000 damage. Adding up our weapon, we have 50% and 117%, giving us plus 167% minion damage. Gives us a total of 2670 minion damage, purely example base. Now, if we took into consideration our belt gives, it changes the effect of Focus Blessing to plus 6% additional minion damage. 8 stacks is 48% additional minion damage. Now, just for the example's sake, we are going to say that that is 48 plus 48% minion damage. We're going to ignore the additional for right now for the example. So instead of it being plus 167% minion damage, we're going to go 1000 plus 215%, because that is our 167% plus 48%. That gives us a grand total of 3150 damage. Now, if we use our 1000 plus 167%, gives us 2670, and then we are going to calculate our additional damage instead of plus damage. Now we need to multiply that by 1.48 because additional is calculated after all other calculations. Now we have 3951 damage. So it is a multiplier after all other stats are calculated, giving us a bonus 801 damage over plus minion damage. If we want to take this to more extreme, all right, to give it a bit more of an extreme result, our weapon has plus 50% minion damage, plus 117% minion damage. Weapon number 2 has plus 50, plus 108. Ring number 1 has plus 59. Ring number 2 has plus 58. Chest has plus 53. And that gives us a total of 495%. Now, if we just include the belt, actually, let's bring up our 495% gives us a total of 5,950 damage. Now, if we include the belt of 48%, so 1,000 plus 543%, gives us a damage total of 6,430. Now, if we take our 1,000 damage plus 495%, that gives us back to the 5,950. Then, because the belt is additional, it's calculated after everything else is combined. So times 1.48 gives us a total of 8,806 damage versus just having it as plus 48% minion damage, which was 6,430 damage, giving us a difference of 2,376 damage. It is quite a huge percent increase over the standard. All right. Next up, we have pact scripts. Now, for the longest time, when I wanted to compare different pact scripts, I was searching on the drop-down box over here by summon. I was going, okay, it increases servant damage, speed, and life. I was forming a pact. Then I was going back, seeing exactly what it gave, and yeah, it was painful. However, if you are searching, you search by summon, you can see here that it increases servant damage, servant speed, and servant life. Great. That's what this one says as well. However, if you click the up arrow, it shows you exactly what it is going to change. This is even more useful if you are trying to switch to a drops pact script set. So you would go to drops, standard view, increases drop quantity, increases drop quantity, increases drop quantity. Not useful at all. Click the up arrow. This one drops additional hero relics. This one drops additional flame fuel. This one drops additional embers, additional hero relics, additional flame fuel, additional embers. So if you are looking to get a drop quantity increase, you would form a pact with the drop quantity in the top left. You would get another drop quantity one in the top right for flame fuel. So ember, don't want it. Hero relic, don't want it. Oh, flame fuel, perfect. Then in the bottom one, you would want a pact script that was level 6. The reason you want level 6 is when you are looking at this, the effects of non-bonus affixes in the outer ring are increased by 33%. Now down the bottom, you would look at a level 6 minion that you would like to use using the up arrow. The outer ring effect is what you are looking for. So this one that I've selected has regen 6% life per second, plus, considering it is level 66, level 6, affixes in the outer ring have plus 33% effect. So you would just go through, look at all of your 6s, and go, oh, this guy gives plus movement speed, minus damage taken, minion attack and cast speed, is really good for the automoto. What else have we got? Reaping duration, curse effect, affliction, add additional attack damage to nearby enemies, movement speed per second when elite is nearby. All reasonable. So you just select the one that you think will benefit you the most. Regen life, go back, and then you would change these to drop quantity, because they are drop quantity by default, so you don't really care about any of the extra stuff that they can give if you're focusing on drop quantity. And down here, normally it only gives plus 10% additional drop quantity. However, with that 33%, it is now giving 14% plus regen life per second, which is what this pact script gives. All right, so that's pact scripts done, and then you can see an overview of exactly what you get. A whole bunch of drop quantity, additional drop quantity, flame fuel, etc. Really nice for maps. Okay. Next up, we have drop quantity. Fancy that. Leading into drop quantity. Drop quantity only applies in maps. It does not apply to unique bosses. What I mean by that is, for the longest time, I was testing drop quantity in Path of the Brave, Traveler, etc. And there was some patch notes a little while back that said in unique encounters like the Rift of Dimensions, the Traveler, in the Great Void for the Tidemaster, the Lord of the Sea, Proof of the Brave, area bosses, drop quantity does not apply. So if you are bossing, just go with as much damage as you can have. That is a big one. I wasted maybe 20 or 30 hours testing drop quantity, thinking, oh, sometimes it gives me a little bit better, sometimes it doesn't. That's just RNG. So when bossing, have your bossing set up on. Do not have your drop quantity unless you are doing a lot of maps and a lot of bossing and a lot of maps and a lot of bossing, and there is no quick change of pact scripts yet. I'm hopeful that it will come in the future. However, for now, it is not in the game. Alright, next one is the skill trader. As you level up through the story, it gives you some skills based on the level that you're at the time. When you get to maps, when you buy any skill, it will be level 16. And these skills are all free. You can just get them and play along. Further along down the line, as you play the league, at the start of the league, not so much. You can find cheap level 21 skills on the trade house. You just search criteria, item level 21. It says item level, it means skill level. You select the skill that you want, multi-strike. People have it up for 7, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, whatever. There's one up for 1. Just buy that and you'll have a level 21. There are other skills that some are super expensive. Rejuve is probably not that expensive. However, you can search for precise versions of skills. So precise Rejuve gives you a little bit more bonus. There we go, 5. That's pretty decent. The standard rejuvenation will just give you life regen per second. However, the precise version gives you plus 10% life regen speed. So the last line will be what the precise gives you. Weapon amp gives 8% chance to inflict paralysis on hit, for example. Alright, next up we have the Beacon and Compass shop. This is new to Season 2. Season 1 you had Black Market, which is for leveling, and you had the Fuel shop for upgrading flame particles, I don't know what they're actually called, residue probably, into flame dust. Not really useful this season. What is useful is the Beacon shop. So you can buy rank 1 beacons for 1 Netherrealm resonance. You can buy rank 2 beacons for 2. You can buy rank 3 beacons for 4. And you can buy rank 4 beacons for 8. Now, this is incredibly useful if you are looking to buy rank 4 beacons early on. As you play, you'll probably have more than enough. However, at the start, you can sell one Flame Elementium for 600 Netherrealm Resonance, getting you 525 after tax. Divide that by 8. For one Flame Elementium, you can come to this shop and effectively buy 65 rank 4 beacons. If you are spamming out maps in Glacial Abyss because you like the memory card that drops there, then you can get 65 maps for one Flame Elementium. That's just a quick one. And the compass shop is also new. You can upgrade your lower level compasses for dated and shiny. You can't make dazzling, unfortunately, and you can't make all of the types. So you can't make shiny mechanical, for an example. All right, that is my top 10 tips I wish I knew at the start of the game. Now, there are 2 bonus ones. Now, these are paid quality of life type tips. Now, I view a game as if I get more than 1 hour of enjoyment per $1 spent. I consider that a good use of my time. Now, since I've had many hundreds of hours of Torchlight, I'm not going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this game. However, with the season pass, I believe if you are going to spend money on this game, then the season pass is your number one thing that you should probably look at getting. It saves you an absolute ton of time, and it is a huge quality of life upgrade. Everyone else at level 15 gets auto loot. It picks up all of your flame dust, your beacons, your low worth memory fragments, and you know, the little currency that you'll just get thousands of and not really care too much about until you go to hand them in or re-roll the energy on your gear. Now, in the season pass, you get an advanced auto loot. It will pick up flame sand and all other flame fuel below that. It will pick up greater embers, normal and magic fluorescent memories, and it'll pick up pretty much everything except for good memories or rank 5 beacons, flame elementium, and high value legendaries like the exquisite box. So if you have the advanced auto loot, then it comes on to the next one, which is the loot filter in the game. The loot filter, I feel, in this game is quite good. Now, if you are a free-to-play player, you should only ever have intermediate set. So if you have it set to advanced, it will hide a lot more loot. It'll hide flame sand, so you won't be picking up flame sand anymore. If you're free to play, you probably want to pick up your flame sand. So if you are free to play, I would suggest only ever setting your loot filter to a maximum of intermediate. If flame dust drops, it just won't show you. It'll still pick it up, it just won't clutter your screen. If you have the advanced auto loot, then set it to advanced. Advanced auto loot, set your loot filter to advanced. This hides flame sand and everything below. It hides most of the memory fragments, except for the good ones, and it still picks them up. So you're running through the map, you might see hardly anything drop. It is still dropping. The loot filter is just filtering it out, and your pet is picking it up as you go along. To get your pet to pick things up, in your pack scripts, you have to have one accompany you. So you just click follow, and he is now going to follow me around and pick up all of my loot. And he's a cool little thing to follow you around. Anyway, that is my top 10 plus 2 tips that I wish I knew at the start of the game. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below if you have some tips that you'd like to pass on to anyone else that watches my videos. And yeah, have a good day. Thank you very much.